So I wanted to explain this just a little bit more when it comes to how Frankie is walking from school. This happened. I still remember the red bike he had with a black seat that was padded because he got lucky. Frankie, when I grew up in school, we both had red bikes, except he got to have a black seat, and it was a little bit better. It was a better bike than mine, but it was padded. And I was a little kid, and I had a bike, but it wasn't padded. And I remember that because he had the comfortable seat and I didn't. It's little tricks that people won't tell you whenever you're a little kid and you're buying a bicycle. Maybe a salesperson finds out you met Michael Jackson, just like at the ice skating rink, and find out how to manipulate. Let me recommend this for you. When Frankie is walking, he doesn't put his head up. He keeps his head down. And I don't know why. He's just doing this. He doesn't really make eye. He's just doing this. And he's walking off his bike like he tries, I'm going to say, to get on his bike, and he can't. And he's doing this. He can't sit down on his seat. Oh, that's President Barack Obama's seat. Good ass fucking. Don't worry, we'll wash it up. You know the Marine that got burned. Excuse, make decisions, don't feel nothing. They cry like you're a human. But he's walking like this, and I should show this in this other video, but I keep doing this. When he's walking, I'm doing this. What's wrong? Like I'm walking, like, what's wrong? Are you okay? How come you crying? And there's no one around us. I'm thinking that maybe he got into a fight, with kids. But he's doing that, and I'm sort of walking around him, around the bike. What's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm trying to look. There's no wounds. There's nothing like he fell. No cuts. No tears in the clothes. There's nothing. But he's doing this. And when I look at him to his face, I have to kind of do this to kind of look at his face. Because he doesn't put his head up. He doesn't look. And doesn't want to make like he feels ashamed, not just in pain, but maybe because he's crying in front of me, he's not supposed to. But he's doing this. And he's walking with his ass just being a Ken Cooper, good fucking excuse, masterminded. If there's anything of his ass being ripped open, you will understand how masterminded Ken Cooper and Sarah Cooper and Kenneth did this with their gay community to justify what had happened. And all this participation of everything that happened. And how, it turned against me. They masterminded it, and President Barack Obama, George Bush, all these goddamn pigs, they're not going to do what they did to me. Horrors of what they did. I thought I'd make a video because I know that my mother, if I sat down and I said, hey, look, I was around Frankie, I'm telling you, I'm his brother. He was walking home and I don't know why, and he didn't want to talk. He would not say any words. He was just like ignoring me, and I was just like this little puppy, just like kind of walking and kind of in a pace. What's wrong, Frankie? Like, why is Frankie crying? And I remember him getting on the seat and he couldn't. Like he couldn't sit down. But you're gonna get hip hop. You're gonna get the excuses and masterminds. High IQ means hey, he's stupid. You lose your life, you lose your opportunities, you lose the magic of you knowing the understanding and intelligence that I understand that I could have or could have gotten. But no, it's because who's smarter and what information you're gonna get. This is hip hop. You're gonna get the crucifix in your motherfucking ass. This is a police officer. You're gonna get punched. This will show you what this is hip hop right here. You know what I'm talking about? This thug life right here. You don't get that time back. The number one thing is I knew they wanted to throw me in prison and jail because you will never hear another fucking word in details of how well you can describe and say what had happened with Michael Jackson and Frankie and my mother and my father. This is $175,000. Do you know how hard it takes to earn $175,000 in a factory? Most jobs in a warehouse, if you get promoted, you're lucky to make $12 an hour. Lucky. Forklift drivers, $12 an hour, $13 an hour in most places. You're going to be working 12 hours a day. You know how much paying taxes in that? You're probably going to make no more than $40,000 to $50,000 if you're fucking lucky. I don't even have a high school diploma or GED yet. In order to make $40,000 to $50,000, you're at your work busting your fucking ass. This is $175,000 just bam on a table. How hard that is to earn. How hard that is to earn is how hard. What did my father go through? My father's dark complected, nursing degree, and what happens? He has to sit on the back of the bus, and ain't nobody gonna give. Let me tell you, if people were house sitting and people were getting fake degrees like my doctor did and transplant did, they are not going to give a dark complected motherfucker, especially if he's one of the first nurses and you're in the fucking service. If you're in the service and you're fucking going to school and you have all this racism and you have to drink at the dirty fountain, it's this fucking 1940s, which are like what the harsh punishment that is, what that's really like with other people. You don't get to talk to girls and guys and racism. You got faggots. It's the only reason my dad probably even survived that. But they're not going to give you a fake degree. They're not going to give you a fake certificate to say, here you go, you're white, I'm going to give you a brand new house for free. You're going to house sit and you're going to feel sorry for you. Here, just go be a lawyer and a doctor like some of these other motherfuckers did and shit over everything and waste people. But the people that gave you that degree may have been at fault, but they're ones that can and willing to do it. They're not going to do it to a Mexican guy who speaks Spanish and dark complected. My dad's Native American Indian looking. You put fucking feathers on his head and he looks native. He looks like a fucking chief. You're not going to be able to put that and say nobody's going to want to give you that for free. No, you're going to earn it. You're going to fucking earn every fucking study material if you're smart enough. If you're lucky enough. You better hope nobody fucks up your grades. You better hope nobody does any of this shit. The only reason is maybe people felt sympathy for you. Maybe a little bit. You know why? Because Auschwitz, Holocaust, 1944, 1 million people are being thrown alive in furnaces for nothing. Children having their teeth ripped out, even. Eaten by dogs. The most torturing things you can imagine. They see this finally in the newspaper. It finally gets in the early 40s. Man, look at all these people in pictures are fucking dead. There's bulldozers. World War II. Maybe that's when they feel sorry just a little bit. Maybe we'll let this one pass through. He earns a college degree. It doesn't even work, but he earned that to go to school, right? We all go to school, whatever, some people don't. But that's how he generates. And you take his house. Number one other thing that was very offensive. You did this to a Native American Indian man. Native American Indian. The Indians. The Native American Indians, the native people, whatever you want to call them. Some people, I don't know if they like being called Indians or natives or Americans. Some vary. This is their land. This was all their land. Just like a lot of this Mexican shit. This was their territory. This was their home. You did this to George Bush, Barack Obama, and these white supremacists, and this white boy cowboy shows up and you do this to a Native American Indian, first graduate in the United States, with one of the first, if not the first, with a nursing degree, to take care of the sick and dying. Because when he goes to it, that's where you put the scum piece of shit. Because he didn't want to make sure he wasn't going to get the white life. Just like he did to me. He did this to a Native American Indian that was willing to endure, and my father was proud to be Native. I'm not allowed to be proud to be Mexican or come from a Native that practices spirituality that is against your God. I get beaten with electronic devices and trained to think otherwise, claiming that it's just a suicide binge, and it's not. To believe that all that is devil shit. This is the Native American people. Natives like to feel proud. My father felt proud. He used to wear his Native American Indian hat and talked and like his cowboys Indian. He even has a picture of taunting a cowboy wearing a cowboy outfit. I know how to play that disguise to get what the fuck I want, motherfuckers, because you took all our shit. But you're gonna get a good fucking in the ass, Frankie. This hip hop joint. Feel sorry for me, and then I'm gonna, this is what I do. This is hip hop. But it's not their fault, right? To include on a side note of this, I really don't think 50 Cent is a monster. I think he may be a good sponsor, a good person that's maybe spending some money to help a lot of people. And I think because he's black, I mean, look at him. He's fucking really dark complected and kind of looks gorilla shaped looking. He knows he does. Even though he has all the riches of money and fantasies that I will never experience that he did. Tough as fuck, works out, seems to be he's intelligent. I don't think he's a monster. Now, how can you manipulate those such as powers when the crew starts elevating? To protect yourself, selective mates, successes, personal successes that you're going to feel emotional. All these things you can't dissect, somebody else will steal it and take it from you. And they'll know how to use it. People like that don't have time to deal with people in details, to deal with people like this particular situation. They usually hire people because everyone has problems. You go to the fucking hood, you hear this kid got raped, this one got shot, this one got dumped, his little kid, 8, and, in the 90s got thrown in a dumpster. Nobody paid for his funeral, and they start bringing shit up. You got every person that's going to bring their horror story to you. You don't have time for it unless you got fame with you or a community. That's why the gay community rises on everything, because that's just the way the functions of the social behavior we do in this world, specifically in the U.S. You want to talk about traitors who want to leave the U.S. I can tell you stories about adulterin. Some DJs I played with, some DJ Sona. You will not believe what the fuck I had to say about whenever they left the country. Oh, you're going to like that who's really American, but you're going to make those stories up, motherfuckers. And that's what you're doing. I think it's important for me to talk about. But that's a whole nother story. But the idea is, I'm the one that has to deal with that situation. Julian barely even knows this guy. He committed suicide by the time he's 6. Julian's not older than 6 years old. He's 5 years old. He just turned 6 years old. I know he was 5 years old when he committed suicide, and then I think he was 6, because Julian's birthday's in October. My dad committed suicide somewhere between, right close to the holidays. It was like August, right before Julian's birthday. And I'm 6.5 years older than Julian. I was 12 when my dad committed suicide. I was 12, that I'm sure of. And I'm 6.5 years younger than Julian, close to 7. So if I'm 6.5, Julian had to have been 6. If I'm 6.5, then Julian had to have been about 5.5. Then my dad committed suicide, and then he turned 6 years old. Or he was 6 years old and turned 7 now, because I'm 6.5 years older than Julian. So I thought it was worth me talking about, because these people that did this used the twins, my mother's twin, to then justify the pig. I have to eat out of a trash can, motherfucker. You're going to kill me. You're going to do this shit. Nobody has to give you anything in life. But I am entitled to a piece of that pie and to know what the fuck happened, to defend that. If I know you're not going to give me anything, I'm not going to do this for your favor. I'm going to get something out of this. And I'm not doing this for you, and I'm not doing this for your crucifix. That is your situation. That's what y'all are doing. This was not about God. This was not about kindness. This was Michael Jackson, political power. Look who's stupid. I'm always smarter than you, stupid. I'm always smarter than you, stupid. I'm always smarter than you, stupid. Smarter than you, tactical. I know how to play this fucking chess match with you, fucking stupid. That's what this game is. There's no morality. There's not even where everyone gets a separate place and say, okay, what piece of pie? What is your conversation? Why is this fucking why are we suffering this? Nobody has to give us anything. Just because you got your ass ripped open doesn't qualify for 10,000. Right, it doesn't. But that old man fucking did, and he is following his wishes. I'm not his fucking son. Well, then fuck you, you know? If I'm not, then I should be entitled to be, I should not be around a guy that committed suicide in front of me and hearing people fucking die. To then deal with that in high school because you still don't know the goddamn stories of what these teachers fucking did to me. I'm willing to take any lie detector test to see if my nerves are fucking being able to tell you whether I'm fucking lying, to even verify what I had to say is true. That's what's so scary about this. My mother is just now going to find out this envelope with pictures of this motherfuckers, and then they're going to justify it. You're going to see how, watch. You'll see what these motherfuckers, the time is gone. You don't understand what the exchange is. The time is gone. They're masterminding the situation. You have too many people coming at you at one time. You're just become a scavenger like I was. Just like my mother's fucking getting horse fucked by whoever shows up. She doesn't get a healthy relationship. My dad was the only healthy relationship she had. Where it is, I have a man that is, she's interested, they share a beer, they talk over the phone, it's like healthy. Where's Frankie's biological father? I don't think Frankie's biological father is probably any better than the guy that went to Mexico and raped my mother. He's no longer in the picture, wherever he ends up or what country he's from. Could be Middle Eastern, could be from India, you never know. But in these circumstances, most women do not just want to bastardize children, they like to have a boyfriend and a very selective person they want. But remember, she's stupid. So just use it for your profitable gain to have me pay for it while I get thrown to the fucking wolves. But you're willing to give me tickets, and when I get these tickets, you shoot me with an electronic device that I'm not able to go to court. Because when I go to court, I have to tell the judge, what am I going to do? You're going to go to community service? Is community service even an option? Can I start a payment plan so I don't lose my job? I have to beg to this fucking cop, or this judge. When I beg to this fucking judge, the judge doesn't fucking know, and I'm being shot the hell out of electronic devices, having to nearly shit myself, and it's causing me to I gotta go do something good. I gotta make life worth living. I'm gonna go to Long John Silver's and give me some shrimp. Even though I only have $60 to last me this week, I could spend $15 on a good meal. My life is to make you feel like I'm making you shit, or my muscles are twitching. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna go do something good. I get in my car, I drive a mile down the road, and it's an $800 fucking ticket with the longer suspension in my license. I get 3 tickets and the threat from the police officer, and he gets to look at me like I'm some petty beggar. Some petty, worthless motherfucking beggar, to then say, you're lucky I don't tow your car. I can tow your car. Get out of here. But they're waiting. I'm getting all these tickets, but nobody wants to talk about, okay, I'm going to go give me a Wendy's hamburger, French fries, do something. My life isn't all that great. You know, I can't even explain the tickets, what they're doing to me, my job paying me, the cancer, the fucking dealing with this. This is not me paranoid. I can't do my music shit anymore. Okay, I'm gonna go get something that makes the day Day by day, you take it better, make it better. I get in my car. I'll get pulled over. I'm in the rear view mirror. Shit. And I turn my car into a street so nobody can see me. And I park the car really fast. And I'll see this cop car driving real fucking slow. This is if I make it to the fucking Long John Silver's. Give me some fish. Give me some fucking, hush puppies, or give me some fucking fries. Coleslaw. This is fast food, okay? I don't eat luxury. I don't get to go eat luxury shit. This is what it costs me. But when I go to a judge, I can't tell them, look, judge, they're shooting me, they're beating me, I'm getting in my car. You should have never gotten in your car to begin with. Correct. But don't you think that these electronic devices are causing something that an action of somebody that's willing to take a risk to, that's a little bit confusing? Well, according to the law, it says right here, you know better, you take the bus. I can find a lot of excuses to figure this out. And somewhat, well, I shouldn't have gotten in my car, huh? But I'm never going to pay these tickets off, because every ticket that I got guaranteed me. Once I got 3 tickets out of the 40 tickets, you'll never be able to get your license again. Because when I called the surcharge driver's license in Austin, they told me, you owe $30,000 of surcharges, and this cannot be paid off. You can't get your license until this is paid off. So I'm never getting my license. There's no way I can ever afford it. I'm done. I'm never going to be able to drive a fucking car. I'll never be able to fucking get a license. I'll never be able to again. So, okay, well, I get in my car. I shouldn't have gotten in my car, which is right. I should have fucking got a job at a fucking fast food place or something close by, instead of the career printing that I was already doing, trying to learn knowledge and new printing equipment so that I could find a better job, instead of fucking, because I'm fucking making, there's a lot of opportunity there. I don't have experience in fast food places, but I know somebody. You have to look for comfort, I have to look for peace, to be left alone. There's a lot of elements that I'm not talking about here, what's going on. But I get in my car, but I can't tell that to the judge. That some guy's threatening me here, that this police officer, this motherfucker, they knew about my brother being old. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Now these guys are dead now. These police officers, they're dead now. They're not alive. But they're going to tell you a different story because it's too late. When somebody goes to prison for 10 years for something they didn't do, they can never go back. But you're going to get Michael Jackson in a forgiveness story. I don't need anybody to give me anything. But I just know that this old man did. And this old man cared, and I cared for this person. But no more that I see this as that anything that goes into my hands goes evenly. Just as when I had my sandwiches and friends would come over and I had nothing to fucking eat. And I had noodles and you could see the fucking pantry. You just welcome me. I'm welcoming you into my fucking house. And I give you the extra piece of meat. I give you, here, make a sandwich with me. Here, I'm going to triple it. Don't worry about it. And they know it's almost, they're behaving and talking to me like, you're stupid, you're giving us more, you're like sacrificing yourself. Don't worry about it, my mom's going to show up. She doesn't show up. She gets pissed off. I got to give you fucking more food and money. I'm 16 years old. I'm 17 years old. I'm 17 years old. 17. And what happens with this? You know, anything that goes into my hands, proportion goes to Frankie and Julie. There's no more than $1 than I get from Frankie, even though I'm the one that's doing the labor here, because no, Frankie's the one who got his ass ripped, which I didn't even know. Julian he just sat on my dad's lap. That was pretty much it.
And he was getting barbecue. My dad started spoiling him a whole lot, getting him barbecue, and started spoiling him, getting him all kinds of fancy food toward the end of before his suicide. So he started to have a connection with him. Very short, though. Very, very short. Nothing my mother has, but I don't have a reason to say that I should deserve better than $4,000 fucking dollars that Sarah and Ken said that they gave me because they paid for the funeral. I didn't get anything to feel that this person gave me anything when I'm young. Oh no, we're gonna fix the time. This is deputy. White power excuses. You can see what a real trash can pig can do. Man, we deal with a lot, man. Let me tell you, we'll show you the burn victim, show you what you feel empathy for. I'll show you the guy, the kid got raped. Oh wait, you didn't say anything about the kid getting raped. We get to talk about that for a little while, huh? Because it happened to me. But he got the worst of it. For the niggas of Barack Obama, George Bush.